Hey, welcome to Pilates with Jen, and thanks for joining me today. Today is part of a new series I'm calling Wind Down Wednesdays. These are going to be short, calming sessions designed to help you release stress and reconnect with your body. Today is going to be a 10-minute low-impact rebounder workout, which is something that I have been using over the past year, which has been a very challenging season of my life. I've used it to support my lymphatic flow, circulation, and calming my nervous system. This, as always, is Pilates-inspired. Right now, this is a beginner workout. There is no choreography, nothing high intensity. I'm encouraging you to work at your own pace. Stop when you need, pause, and simply breathe. Once you're ready, I'm going to have you step up onto your rebounder. I do like rebounders with a support bar because I feel that I can connect more into my body than normal. So we're going to stand up on our rebounder and we're going to find our feet hip distance apart in a slight athletic stance. There is a small bend in my knees. My abdominals are drawn into the spine. My shoulders are backing down. I'm thinking of perfect posture, and I'm carefully just holding on to my support bar. If you do not have a support bar, you can hold your hands in prayer, but I highly encourage a support bar because it helps you contract those muscles more, which helps with the G-force and the tension of this resistance mat. So I like to put my hands in prayer. I am in a health bounce right now, which means my heels are not even slightly lifting off the mat. I'm just massaging my body, encouraging my lymph to drain. So our blood is pumped by a muscle. Our lymphatic has nothing to pump it except when we contract and use our muscles. So this pumping, massaging motion helps drain and circulate your lymphatic system. Exactly like when you go for a massage and they massage those muscles, they tell you to drink lots of water. Same thing applies here. We're staying in this health bounce for another 30 seconds, really massaging our body, relaxing our shoulders. We're releasing the tension from our body, maybe dropping our left ear or right ear to right shoulder. Again, coming to center, dropping the left ear to the left shoulder. We're going to bring that head into neutral. We're going to slow down this bounce just a little bit. I'm going to take my left hand and I am going to cross it over to the right side of my handlebar. My right hand is going to come and open up to the side. Now just allowing this arm to enjoy that massaging as it's hitting the resistance of the bounce. You can either breathe in your Pilates breath, but I'm also learning to breathe through my nose, which is very difficult if you are Pilates trained, especially for as many years as I have been doing it. So now I'm going to start opening my arm to the side, trying to keep my hips square to the handlebar in front of me. Again, if you don't have a handlebar, your hand can be at your waist, but I really like the safety bar to really allow that rotation, keeping those hips square in front of the room, just pumping those heels down. I'm going to bring it back to center. I'm going to place both hands back on the handlebar. My right hand's going to cross over to the left side, and my left hand is now going to reach out to the side, just pumping up and down, connecting with the body. You got perfect posture. Abs are pulled in. Your transverse abdominals, which is like a sheath of, think of an airplane just pulling, or a corset. We're going to start rotating towards the left, keeping those hips square. Make sure that rotation is coming from the waist, relaxing those fingertips, pumping those heels down into that resistance mat. Chin is slightly up, just a little bit, working on that jawline. We're going to bring it back to center. Both hands come back to prayer. Health bounce here. Right arm is now coming up towards the clouds. Abs are pulled in. I want you to relax those shoulders, draw those abdominals in. Shoulders are far away from the ears. Holding safely onto the bar, you're gonna come over for lateral flexion. So you're gonna reach, you're gonna open up that right side of the body, contract that left rib to left hip, just massaging those heels. Think about the body massaging. Try to keep the neck long. It's an extension of the spine. Maybe lift the chin just a little bit. We're going to rotate back up to center. Do the same thing with the other side. So right arm comes up towards the clouds. Abs pulled in, shoulders back and down. You're going to come over for lateral flexion, collapsing that right hip to rib, reaching and extending that left side, opening up that side of the rib cage. Make sure the hand that's holding on or at the waist, the shoulder is relaxed and not creeping up to your ear. Pushing those heels down, massaging. If your calves are starting to talk, take the bounce a little lighter. "15 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back up to center. From here, we're going to release one hand again. I'm going to start with my right hand. I'm going to extend that arm straight back, coming in for arm extension. Abs are pulled in. Don't splay. Don't try to arch. I want you to keep everything tight. Contract that muscle towards the side body. We'll go into an extension in a moment. 30 seconds here. We're halfway through it. Reach that arm long. Pump those heels. My heels are hardly lifting off that mat. Now I want you to draw those abs in. Arch that back. Lift that chin up high. Feel the chin and the neck moving as that lymph moves down your body. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to come back to center. Hold on to my safety bar. Same thing left side. Reach the arm long. So if you can do it without holding on, you can do both arms here. Three seconds. Then we're going to add that back extension or chest expansion. So reach. Still keep those abs knitted towards the spine. Slight bend in the knees. Don't lock out those joints. Chin is slightly lifted a little higher than you think it should be. Feel the abs working, everything working against this G-force. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to come back to center. We're going to slow down this bounce. Really slow, calm it down. If you can, take your hands off the bar, slow bounce. We're going to reach our arms up, over to the clouds. We're going to bring our hands to prayer. And we're just going to sit and bounce and massage everything from the tips of our fingers to the tips of our toes. Slow and controlled. If bouncing is too much, just stand here, relax. Maybe close your eyes. Think about the stress and the tension that's coming down. Carefully bring your hands slowly down by your sides. Hands come back to the safety bar. We're gonna take our gaze, turn it towards the right. Maybe lift that chin up just a little bit higher. Really stretch out that neck. Massage the lymph down. Let's bring it back to center. Let's turn to the left. Holding on, close your eyes. Release the tension. Tilt the chin, relax the jaw. You can actually feel, if you're of a certain age, you can actually feel your muscles in your face tightening as you massage your body up and down. Let's take our gaze back to center. Let's go ahead, look up towards the clouds. Chin is lifted, abs are pulled in, shoulders are down. Maybe your hands come to prayer. Really push through that bar. Engage every muscle in your body. Think about contracting those muscles. Release those endorphins. Let's bring the head back to center. And let's bring it down. "15 seconds here. Push through, engage every muscle in your body. Feel the contractions. You're going to bring your gaze up to center. Slow your bounce down. Then I just want you to open your legs wide. I want you to relax those shoulders. Maybe roll them back, roll them forward. If you feel like you're balanced, by all means, just hold on and do one at a time. Let's take those palms, let them face forward. Let's reach up, maybe softly bend in those knees. Stand it up and bring it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's go for 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. 1 more. Great job. Thank you so much. Just relax those shoulders for joining me today. I hope this workout will help you or somebody out there as much as it helped me in this season of life. And I really have come to love my rebounder, and it helps me relieve so much stress. And it's really much gentler on the joints than most people think. So like always, please like, comment, share. If you'd like to see more of these short sessions or more rebounder workouts, please let me know. If it's something you're not interested in, that is welcome as well. So until next time, I will meet you in the studio. Bye.